Neil Gittleman here with Piano Bench Chat number 86 for April. And that was the beginning of scene 2 of Richard Wagner's opera Das Rheingold, which is what I've been working on for the better part of a year and really intensely for the last month or so, getting ready for Dayton Opera's production of this amazing opera. And that was the Valhalla motive, representing the beautiful, wonderful castle that the gods are building for themselves, which is the thing that causes this whole long story to begin. How are you going to pay for your new house? It's a wonderful, wonderful show, and here is my colleague, my partner in crime, and my dear friend Kathleen Clausen, Artistic Director of Dayton Opera, who is the stage director for this production of this amazing opera. Welcome to the Piano Bench Chat.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks for having me. So you say the theme, that's what we call in the business a leitmotif. They are snippets of music that are foreshadowing of something happening about a character or for a character, and even for objects in the opera, there are leitmotifs. So this is the one for Valhalla, and there's, how many do you know?
There are a gazillion of them.
A gazillion.
But
you heard it here.
You've all heard a leitmotif. I mean, you know this leitmotif. Now, it's not by Wagner, that's by John Williams, but the whole idea of having a musical theme for the character of Darth Vader, John Williams got that idea from?
Richard Wagner.
Richard Wagner.
All film music. We owe what we now know as the great film scores in part to Wagner's, the changes, the innovations he made in music.
And one of them was the leitmotif.
The leitmotif.
So we're going to show you a few of the leitmotifs that are built into Rheingold. And Rheingold was the first opera of Wagner where he used this technique throughout. And from this point on, the rest of his career, all of his operas were built on this idea. And if you're wondering, what's, well, a motif? Okay, we know what a motif is. It's like a motive or a theme. What's a light? Light is German for lead. So these are like lead motives of the music. And I don't know, because we're stuffy, we don't call them lead motives, we call them leitmotifs. It sounds somehow more shishi.
There you go.
So where does our story begin, Kathleen?
Our story begins deep in the depths of the Rhine.
In the Rhine. And this is the leitmotif for the Rhine River. Very simple, but when you hear it, you remember it.
Absolutely.
And inside the Rhine, in the water, is
Das Rheingold,
the
gold
gold
of the Rhine.
And that theme is this.
It's the thing that everyone wants.
It is the thing that everyone wants. And the story gets pushed forward when, we don't want to give away too many spoilers, but the ring gets stolen, and the person who steals it forges it into a ring which gives them total power.
Yes, the gold.
And the ring, of course, has a motive too. It's a little hard to play with this big ring on your finger, but the ring motive sounds like this. And you know, one of the things that I think is really interesting about the ring motive is that you hear it in the piece before anyone ever talks about the ring or before you even see the ring. It's there throughout, lurking in the background, which is an example of how Wagner uses it. Not just, there's a ring on stage, so we hear the ring motive. You hear the ring motive way before you ever see the ring. You don't realize it's the ring motive until you see the ring, or until someone starts talking about the ring. And then, at one point, the ring, remember the house, Valhalla? The ring and the rest of the gold gets used in a kind of illegal and shady way, gets used to pay the giants for building Valhalla. And when the giants appear, this is the motive that we hear, the leitmotif, and it is indeed giant sounding. Darth Vader.
It's true. It's true. And just wait until you hear this played by the Dayton Philharmonic Orchestra.
It's amazing. The orchestra is like another character in the story. But Rheingold is not just something for the ears. There are many things to see and enjoy in this production.
It's been very exciting creating this world with some fantastic designers. This is a brand new production with sets, costumes, and projection design made just for us.
Homegrown.
Homegrown, absolutely. The costume designer is Catherine Rowe, and her costumes are absolutely spectacular. Breathtaking. I really expect to hear some gasps in the theater at certain moments in the piece. Really spectacular. And we have our set designed by our Dayton own Pamela Varnway. She's created a spectacular world. And then for the first time ever, we have a projection designer. His name is Daniel B. Chapman. And the projections are going to be so exciting. Now you're going to have to wait to see those until you're in the theater.
But I for one, I can't wait, like the opening scene in the rhyme, how the projections are going to create the shimmering, it's going to be amazing. People are going to be reaching for their life preservers during that scene, I think.
Well, this is the other thing that Wagner was known for, is that he wanted what he called a Gesamtkunstwerk, a complete total work of art that used drama, poetry, music, and design to tell the story in a seamless, sort of what we call through composed way. It's not like the old days of opera where somebody talks a little bit and then they sing arias. This is not how this is done. And for me, it makes the story go really fast.
Right. It really is like the same experience we have nowadays when we go to the movies.
Absolutely.
And I've been telling people, if Richard Wagner were alive now, he'd be working in Hollywood. He'd be like James Cameron, creating these incredible worlds. And he'd be writing the script, he'd be the director, the producer, the cinematographer, the costume designer, and the composer. And everybody
Probably conducting the orchestra.
And probably conducting the orchestra, and everybody would hate him, but it would be the most amazing thing you ever saw. Because part of the Gesamtkunstwerk idea is he wanted this all to be in one piece, and he wanted control over every single element.
Well, I'm not going to say that that's me, but it has been really exciting, thank you, to be able to have my artistic vision realized on stage. It's pretty exciting. It doesn't happen that often, actually.
So it's going to be an amazing production of an amazing opera, and I hope you'll be able to join us for Das Rheingold.
April 14th and 16th at the Schuster.
It's going to be great. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month for the next Piano Bench Chat. Kathleen, thanks for joining us and being our first ever live Piano Bench Chat guest.
Bye.